Any way you look at it, Nyashinsky.
Any way you look at it,
Nyashinsky. By the way,
let me ask you, Jeff.
You know, your story, Yako.
Yeah.
Now you know how Jalas made it.
Oh, bro.
Now you know.
Bro, that was crazy. What I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
From when you were young.
Yes.
Did you used just to speak like that? The deep voice.
You know, that's a really good question. A lot of people ask me that.
Yeah.
Actually, was I born the big voice? Was I born like that?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time for that story.
That's the story.
There's a story behind it.
Tell me.
All right, here we go.
A story a day.
You know, I always like the way we start in the morning. Nice hot 96. So how did you start talking like that? Mama Jamal, may I have tea?
Where's the ugali? Where are my socks? So listen, this is a true story, man. This is a true story. You know, I didn't have much talent growing up. Mm-hmm. Really, I didn't have any.
You were a rugby player.
Yes, I loved rugby, and I was good, by the way. Rugby, soccer, basketball, any sport I could play, and I was pretty decent. And I thought, you know what? This is what's going to propel me. I'm going to, we were thinking those days, you go to America or you go somewhere and you get a scholarship. Scholarship, like they would, actually, maybe it happened 30 years too soon. Because these days, kids with talent are being picked up all over the place, right?
That's true.
Scholarships, clinics, clubs, academies. So that's what I wanted back then. Obviously, it was never going to happen. And my mother was always talking about, hey, if you break your leg one day or if something happens.
All mothers believe that you are going to
break
hurt
a
yourself.
leg. Hurt yourself.
I don't know what's wrong with
exactly. So you do that and that's it. So Jalas, I had no talent. Yes, I could act. I loved debating society. You know those things.
Yes.
But actually, I was going to grow up to be a lawyer, a scientist, an accountant, a doctor. I couldn't. I didn't have it. So one day, we're listening to the radio at home, and this song comes up. Listen to this one.
She's crazy like a fool.
Oh.
What about Daddy Cool?
A group called Boney M. One guy, 4 women. And I heard that voice, Jalas. A guy saying, she's crazy like a fool. And I said, listen to this. And it was a hit song. I mean, there was this, there was Ma Baker, there was Rasputin. And I said to myself, maybe. And I listened some more. And then the videos came later. Listen.
She's crazy like a fool.
So that was Boney M. And the guy's name was Bobby McFerrin. And he was a superstar. To me, he was a superstar. And I said, hey, why not? And the more I listened to them, the more I said, you know what? Maybe I could work my voice to be like these guys. A little later on, obviously I'm just exploring all this, and of course I couldn't bring the musician thing up with my mother. She'd slaughter me. You can't grow up to be a musician. What? You're gonna make money from that voice? So then, as I'm thinking about my futures, I'm thinking about what am I gonna do? What talent do I own? My mother would play this 45, those days, or vinyls, the 45. She had this one particular one she loved. And she would play it all the time, and it went something like this.
You are a child of the universe.
You're gonna love this, Jalas. You're gonna love this.
No less than the trees and the stars. You have arrived.
Go placidly amid the noise and haste.
and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even the dull and ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain and bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself.
The song is called Desiderata. Group called Les Crane. Les Crane. So I memorized I heard this the first time and I memorized it. This was maybe 40 years ago. And every time it plays, unbelievable. Here comes the second verse. I'll do that. If you don't believe me, here comes the second verse. Here we go. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career. However humble, it is a real possession to the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Especially do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love. For in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortunes, but not distress yourself with imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond the wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. Can you imagine? I memorized this song back to front to back. And I said, I'm going to be that guy. I can be that guy. This is my talent. And every time that song would play, I'd say, go placidly amid the noise and haste. And I used it in my university speeches. You know, the Kingsborough one, remember the video? I used a bit of this, the Desiderata in that. And I said, this is my talent. I have no other talent other than the sporting talent. This is it. So go and work on it, polish it, clean it, bang it around, fix it, panel beat it, come back, smooth it, shine it. And this is what it is.
And that's what we call
a story a day.
Deep.